Hi, everyone, and welcome to Foreign Currencies with Scott. So, today is Wednesday, December 17th, and we're checking in midweek on our trading and our primary method. We're still in the midst of our $1,000 challenge for the year, which started on July 1, and we have some news from trading potentials in the last week and a half, uh, concluding with today. So, over the last week and a half, up to all last week, and then Monday and Tuesday trading days this week, we had no trading possibilities. So, we had said that during December, what we really wanted to exercise was our discipline to stick with the method. And our watch phrase was that we would be moved by neither Greer. We would be moved by neither greed nor fear, and we would just stick with the method, not being affected by the greed of making more or finding a possibility, or the fear of losing money or missing out. And so we have stuck, and what that did was it meant we did not even enter a trade for 7 straight days. Well, today that changed, and as you can see before you, we have the Tuesday night close in the vertical bar. And we can see that as we got closer to midnight, the pair went down 30 pips below by hitting that bottom horizontal line of the three horizontal lines you see there. And then as we went forward in the day, going towards 3 a.m., you can see that the pair went even lower. And so it went probably another 60 pips lower than that lowest point. So we'll have more to say about that in a few moments. But our primary method was, and our criteria was met. They were all met. So you can see we breached the 30 pips below. And then at 3 a.m., we were down here, and I'm just going to spread this out a little so you can see the 3 a.m. at the bottom and then center it in the middle. You can see that we did bottom out there at 3 a.m. And just after 3 a.m., we had a green candle, but it went up. So we were moving back in the direction we wanted to move. And so we put in a trade to the upside. So again, the two things good about this are that the 20 pip stop loss we put in meant that the pair would have to go lower than it had been all night and at the London Open. So it would be a little bit hard to reach because it had never as yet been there all night. And then the second thing is that, we were going for 30 pips forward, and we had certainly been there. As recently as just the past hour, we were 30 pips above where we were at 3 a.m. So we did enter a trade, and as you can see, we never ever got that low again. So if we look over to the right, we'll see that the 3 a.m. candle on the red and the green candle and the 305 period were just above this horizontal line. And at the right, the value of that was 133.10, point 0 pips. You can see we never even got close to getting to that point. So we were well within the range of safety of not stopping out with a loss of 20 pips. The pair slowly went forward, 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m., and then 7 a.m., 8 a.m. It just kind of meandered back and forth a little bit, basically went up at 8, between 7 and 8, it made a better move. And then by the 9 a.m. hour, it had definitely gone all 30 pips, and we were hit our take profit. And so the trade automatically closed out. Now, what we will have to say about this in the future is that if we start using additional methods, we would say, well, it had a good chance of going all the way back up to, the New York close, which is the middle line of these three lines, or at least the 30 pips below uh, that we breached. And as you can see, let's see what it did. Yes, it did by 11 a.m. here breached 30 pips below the New York close. But that was all it pretty much mustered. And just kind of went back down a little bit, and that's where we are now. So it never got back to New York close, which is important to remember if we're going to start doing any other kind of method. The thing for our method is we're just looking for 30 pip profit, which we made. That 30 pips is important because it's 1.5 times our stop loss of 20. So we would lose 20, but we gained 30. So we had a successful trade today. We can say with all certainty that we stuck to our method by the book and to the letter. And we have 2 more trading days in this week, and we will set up for tomorrow again and see what happens. We'll talk to you again on Sunday. Until then, good trading, everyone.